Good morning, students. In the previous class, we were discussing about decisions in financial management. So already I have explained you investment decision, financing decision, dividend decision, and we are left over with current asset management decision. So to give a glance, what is investment decisions? It refers to deciding the pattern of investments, whether to invest in short term or long term, whether to invest in capital assets or current assets. This shows how the funds can be invested, which would give you the maximum return. So this is what you mean by investment decision. Next is financing decision. It is nothing but the appropriate mix of debt to equity, which gives you profitability. It also aims at maximizing the return on investments. As a finance manager, he has to take the right decision with regard to the combination of a capital structure. So whether to invest in equity plus debentures, equity plus debentures plus preference share, equities plus debt plus preference share plus public deposits with loans. So you have so many options. We have to decide in which pattern of finance we have to choose, so that we are going to get the maximum return. So this is what we discussed in financing decision. Next we have dividend decision. It is nothing but it involves determination of percentage of profits earned by the enterprise, which has to be paid to the shareholders as a percentage of profits, and how much to retain in the organization as the retained earnings. So it tells you how much dividends we have to pay to the shareholders and how much we have to keep with us as a form of retained earnings. So this is what we discussed in the dividend decision. Next we have current asset management decision. This is otherwise known as working capital management. So what is this? The amount which is required to meet day-to-day expenses, the amount which is required to meet day-to-day transactions, that is operational transactions, that is termed as the current asset management decision or a working capital management. He has to effectively manage with the current assets. So a working capital is nothing but excess of current assets over current liabilities. So ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ current assets ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ, easily we can liquidate that and we can meet the short term objectives of a business. ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಂತ ನಾವು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ನ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಒನ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, isn't it? So sometimes when you need a amount for short term investment, at that time we concentrate on the current assets. So whenever we have a maximum current assets, we can maximize our day to day operations. Why? Because we'll be having a ready funds will be available in order to meet the short term obligations. So as a finance manager, he should manage the current assets to have the liquidity in the business to meet the short term obligations. This is also termed as working capital management. So this is what you mean by current asset management decision. Hope you understood with the decisions of financial management. Very important question, guys. You have to note down and keep revising the questions whichever I keep saying in you the classes. The next very important concept you will be having, functions of financial management. So the functions of financial management, once again a important question for 14 marks. See, in this financial management subject, you will be held up with 40% theory questions. I said you 60-40. okay, 60% practicals cover ಆದರೆ 40% theoretical questions ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ theoretical questions ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಥಿಯರಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸೇ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಥಿಯರಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ಸು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 60-40. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸೊ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡರ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ನೀಡ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಕ್ವಿಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್. Next we have investment of funds. Next, dividend decision, working capital management, analysis and interpretation of financial statements, profit planning and control, capital budgeting, maintain liquidity and wealth maximization. So these are the main functions of financial management. So let us discuss one by one. First one, you have a planning the financial needs. So what the financial executive has to do in the sense, he has to determine the financial need of a concern, because he needed the finance to meet the fixed assets and working capital need, isn't it? So from what sources we are going to get the finance, what are our financial needs in order to meet the fixed assets and working capital requirements that the finance executive has to determine. This is the first function. So it will be like a process. You can observe when I explain. First they have to plan the financial needs. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಮೇಲೆ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಫಸ್ಟೇ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ planning the financial needs. Secondly, you have acquisition of the funds. So here the finance executive must find the various sources in order to acquire funds. So we have long term sources as well as short term sources. So long term sources only shares, debentures, long term loans from financial institutions. This comes under the long term sources. Under short term sources you have short term loans, cash credits, overdraft, discounting of bills of exchange, trade credit, factoring, leasing, etc. ಸೊ ಈ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಸೋರ್ಸಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ IFS ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್, overdraft, discounting of bills of exchange, trade credit, factoring, leasing, these and all comes under the short term sources. So from where to raise the finance, that he has to remember, he has to analyze very importantly. This is the main thing. So ನಾವು ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಅಕ್ವಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅಕ್ವೈರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ನೀಡ್ಸ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಲಿ ಅಕ್ವಿಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸೊ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ once again investment decisions meaning ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಗೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಡಿಸೈಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಪ್ಯಾಟ್ರನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ನ ನೀವು, ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Understood? It's nothing but deciding the pattern of investments. So how the funds can be invested in the assets which would give you maximum returns, that has to be analyzed by the finance executive. Understood? So in brackets I have written PBP, NPV, ARR, IRR, PI. PBP means payback periods, NPV means net present value, ARR average rate of return or accounting rate of return, IRR internal rate of return, and PI profitability index. So see, these are the methods and techniques we are going to use under investments decisions. Understood? So investment decision ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಬಡ್ಜೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಔಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು invest the funds. Next you have dividend decisions. Once again the same meaning, deciding the portion of earnings which you are going to distribute to the shareholders as a profit. Understood? As a dividends, that you call it as dividend decisions. So how much we are going to give them as a dividends and how much we are going to keep as the retained earnings, that also a finance manager or a finance executive has to decide. Next we have working capital management decision. Understood? Working capital management decision, it is nothing but what is working capital? It is excess of current assets over current liabilities. Understood? We need current assets. Say current assets means cash, cash in hand, cash at bank, stock, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು current assets ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So why we need current assets in the sense, in order to maintain the liquidity of a business for the short term obligations. It is essential to maintain the smooth running of a business. So no business can survive without adequate working capital. So why? Because ಆ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್, ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಆಪರೇಷನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆವಾಗ ನಾವು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಫೋರ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮೇನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ financial management. Next you have analysis and interpretation of financial statements. So what is this analysis and interpretation of financial statements? So the financial statements, they have to analyze and interpret it. A financial executive has to analyze and interpret the financial statements in order to know the short term and long term solvency and profitability of a concern. So short term solvency ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಕಂಪನಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋ ವರ್ಕು ಕೂಡ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್. ದೇ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ an analysis and interpretation of financial statements. He has to detailedly analyze short-term solvencies, long-term solvencies, as well as the profitability of a concern in order to take the next step in the business. Understood? So this you call it as analysis and interpretation of financial statements. So till here you can understand and note down the points. The remaining points we shall discuss in the next class. Have a nice day, guys.